Hi, I'm MTG, and welcome to my channel where I waste my wild cards on meme decks so you don't have to. And today we're checking out a pretty fun commander that I'd overlooked, so I'm super excited to show you the deck list and just jump on into things. So with no further ado, I will see you in a second. Alright friends, we are rocking Zoyowa Lava-Tongue. They're 2 CMC, so very easy to cast. Have Death Touch, which I think is key for any sort of like defensive or offensive plays, because a lot of times people don't want to attack into a Death Toucher. Also, their ability, at the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, each opponent may discard a card or sacrifice a permanent, and Zoyowa deals 3 damage to each opponent who didn't. So that doesn't sound like a ton, but it can add up quite a bit over time, especially if we are not at 40 life, we're at 25 life. So overall, that has been an interesting way to trigger, because with Descend, it's just like making sure that, like, you discard, you can mill, you can sacrifice a non-token creature, something along those lines that let you, get your shenanigans off for your commander. So some stuff that I have here are like little creatures that I could possibly sacrifice, get death triggers from with like, drain effects. But something that was really fun was using like Mesmeric Orb, which for when you like untap stuff, it mills both your opponents and it mills you. So sometimes that can just be enough to disrupt your opponent, and it's like really good synergy with your commander. And then with the other pieces here, we have like Lagomos, where we're going to be making a little token, but it's going to benefit from if we're like sacrificing a bunch of stuff. And I like this because, again, if we're trying to use like Diabolic Intent or other things that care about sacrifice synergies where we can ping for extra damage, this can really help us just with like sack fodder, and again, just being able to ping our opponents or just keep the pressure on with these little 2/1s that are bonking their face. And one of my favorite win cons in this deck is definitely Breach the Multiverse. Not only will it trigger your commander because you're putting stuff into your graveyard, but you can potentially get back stuff from your graveyard and take things from your opponents. So as far as what I mentioned before, we have drain effects like Blood Artist, Meat Hook Massacre, all those fun things. But I also have stuff with like Mayhem Devil, because we have quite a few sacrifice themes in this deck, whether it's from treasure or just sacrificing creatures. So this can also help with the non-combat damage to potentially let us close out the game. On top of that, I added in some Discover effects because I think Discover is super powerful. So I have Geological Appraiser and Chamil the Inner Sun, not just for the Discover, but to try to add in a bit more defensive measures with spells you control can't be countered. So I think that's really powerful in of itself. But yeah, that's the deck list. I was really happy with this commander because it's honestly one that I overlooked initially. So I'm excited to show you how this does. And yeah, I will see you out there. All right. Oh, Tiamat. Okay. Keep. I love that we have Mesmeric Orb and Kaya's Ghost Form. Whoop. Or Mesmeric. Yeah. Okay. Did I say that right? I think so. Amanda. And then the goal would be Kaya's Ghost Form, then that. Assuming that they don't have the removal for Zoyowa. Zoyowa? Yeah. They do not. Sweet. So starting here, do this. Then we do this. Yeah. Go for the bonks. I like that we have Ravenous Chupacabra too. Stop looking at my stuff. Makes me nervous. Don't spook me. But I hit Moonville and I land. What does this do again? Hexproof? Oof, that's so good. Honksproof for a whole turn. Oof, that's scary. Okay. Put you in. Let's get Callous Blood Mage in. See if we can draw a card. And I don't think they're gonna block me. Wait, they did? Okay. Decline. I mean, if you want to blow up my Callous Blood Mage, you're welcome to. Nope, my face. That makes sense. Mill, baby, mill. Ooh, I'm so excited because I really mostly just want to be able to cast this. It's one of my favorite cards. Though we might die. Especially with everything coming in with Honk's Proof. It does make things a little tricky for us. What did we hit? Ooh, some good stuff. No! Mama! Mama twins! Take action. Okay. Let's get this other little red source in. Oh god. Makes me so nervous. I hope we're hitting like the land drops or whatever it is that they needed. I'm putting in this no matter what. It's my favorite. Seems good, seems good. I have fear in my heart. We're probably gonna die to this Tiamat getting like Terror of the Peaks here soon. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Castle Lochthwain, as promised. His inner sun. Going for the bonk. What are we discovering? Ooh. That's perfect timing. I feel like they have to be getting Terror of the Peaks. Hopefully we mill it. Oop, okay. Oop, we hit some good stuff though. Oh boy. Have I mentioned I'm nervous? Here comes Tiamat. Oh, Jackie Seth is also quite scary. Oh man, if we hit Crux of Fate, that's like the perfect counter against their deck. There goes one of our board wipes. Ooh, okay. Actually, we got around the hexproof here. This could be actually really, really sweet. Okay. I think we attack. Not here, but here. Okay. Ooh, that's huge. We'll decline. Again, hoping we survive whatever shenanigans get dropped in. Oh my god! Okay. I mean, they gotta go for the Tiamat, right? And it's gonna be hexproof. Seems good, seems good. It's an 8/8 in the sky. Yeah, so it's going to be Terror of the Peaks, probably Sentinel Worm. And what else? Oh yeah, Old Gnawbone. Liliana would have been nice. Let's do this. We'll put you and you. Done. Oh, Bitter Triumph is instant speed. So we flip you, we won't have enough to cast it. So I'm going to attack here. Just hoping to have the life gain. Just looking for the life gain. Let's see if we hit our flush bag effects at all. We didn't. Let's do... What makes the most sense here, honestly? We want to do Blood Artist? And I don't want to flip Shouldered yet. Okay. Ooh, Murderous Raider. Okay. So I think if they're going to order it for the most value, what they're going to have to do is do Miriam and then Terror of the Peaks. We have 1, 2... Oh, we have just enough mana to blow up both copies of Terror of the Peaks. Okay, 8 damage. This is really intense. If I had like an instant speed sack outlet, that would have helped a lot too. Okay, interesting. That's their first choice. Resolve. Okay. I really thought they were gonna... I guess they didn't have Miriam Worm Sentinel, did they? Okay. Well, first things first. That's 15 damage. Aw, man. I'm so bummed. I should have gotten Callous Blood Mage. I was being too greedy. It's still gonna happen. Your trigger's still gonna happen. Oh, did that keep me alive? Oh my god. I didn't think about that. Oh my. And then I flip shielded. Right? Do the... No, I don't flip shielded. Okay. So blow up that. Then I... Oh, so it was a great thing that I didn't block or attack or flip shielded last turn because we needed them. Oh my god. That was not... One life! Jeez. GG's. Alright, I think I'll keep it. I like that we have Arcane Signet and stuff. We will let it enter tapped. I'm gonna put in this buddy. And let's put in Zoyowa. It's so hard because it's like, do I ramp or do I put in fun cards? And I think I'm biased. I want to put in the fun cards, you know? Oop. Fun card. And then when Morbid Opportunist drops, that'll be super helpful because then we'll get card draw whenever we have to sacrifice that. It's going to be pretty stonksy. And then since they're in mono green, I think the only way they're going to remove stuff is if Commander's out. They fight things, which I imagine they probably have a capability of doing that. Ooh, Blood Artist too. Boop. Maybe it would have been better to do the Arcane Signet. Draw that card. Sweet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could put in this red source, Arcane Signet, and Blood Artist. Ooh, Tender Shoot's huge. And I think we'll actually have enough to start doing a Cavalier of Night. Resolve. Liliana. Let's put in the Swampy source. Get Blood Artist in. And then we'll just attack here. Blocking with their commander. And then we'll start pinging. Ciao. Drop card. Ooh, Kai's Ghost Form. Let's put it on Blood Artist. And then I think Liliana would be nice to have. Would we have enough blockers? I don't know if we would. We definitely need to deal with that Tender Shoot. I think right now, because we're not doing a ton with our commander, I'm okay with blocking here. Take action. I probably could have let that damage go through, but I also wanted to draw a card for Morbid. Okay. Okay, so we have Felsteiner. So there's a couple of things I could do here. I could put in Cavalier of Night, shoot the Tender Shoot. So maybe we do that. Sacrifice Blood Artist, because it'll come back anyways. Let's destroy the Tender Shoot. Get too much value from that. Sweet. Man, we were just drawing all the lands, but I think we'll be okay. Might as well attack there. Boop. Boop. Oh, they're ramping there too. That was smart. Probably shouldn't have attacked because I would have still gotten the Blood Artist trigger if I just let it be sacrificed. That would have been the smart thing to do, but I forgot that thing had enrage. Oops. Oops. Gore Claw is good. Elder Gargaroth is also good. Tricky situation. Let's put in the swamp. Let's get our buddy here. And I think we can do Felsteiner largely because we'll sacrifice you. Our commander does have Death Touch and we can easily recast them. We'll draw 2. Okay, we got Malachor. Oh, we do have mana up for that. So if I do block that Elder Gargaroth, I'm going to use this Malachor Rebirth. And they have some tokens they could sacrifice if they want. I imagine they probably don't want to. I'm going to save this, though, to either save our Blood Artist or our commander. Okay. And thankfully we're at 30 life, so... Ooh, that's good. We have Valakut, so we could just pitch the lands that we drew into and try to find some other answers here. If they do attack with that Elder Gargaroth, though... Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to block with the Cavalier of Night here on the Gore Claw. And then we'll block here. We'll block here. They're attacking there. Attacking there. And they're tapped out, and I don't believe any other creatures that they have are going to be able to pump, so we should be safe. Decline, because Malachor is going to go off. Drawing some cards. A lot of Blood Artist triggers here. Let's bring back Felsteiner, because Malachor Mire is going to do the thing. We'll exploit you. Draw 2. Ooh, sweet. Okay. So I'm putting that in. I'm going to use Valakut. And we will put you. And I think this black market actually doesn't really need to be in our hand right now. Okay. I like the idea of doing Dark Ritual. We can do Virtue of Persistence here. What makes sense? Because this is sorcery speed, so let's do that. The Verdant Forces doesn't have a counter on it. And then we could do Callous Blood Mage. Let's exile your graveyard just in case they have something that could, like, Valakut Recovery. And I will put Sticky Fingers on Callous Blood Mage. And then for blocks, I don't see a huge deal there, so... Boop. Okay. So we're back to 30. Blood Artist MVP here. Seems good. Doesn't have trample though. Nope. No trample. No Galta. Ooh, that's huge, but they can't cast it this turn, I think. Okay. So we have a couple things that'll help here. So let's start with Gravelighter. Okay. Because that's what I was planning to do was Gravelighter will force them to sacrifice something. So that's going to be 2 pings right off the bat. And then next I have Shatter Skull Smashing that I think I could have done for enough damage to kill at least this and maybe one of their beasts. That would have been another 2. And then attack with 2 creatures and they either have to block it, but then the rest of that damage would have been enough to either with the death triggers get them. So that was the game plan. But GG's opponent. Broker's Hideout. Oop. I love this little cute blob. You're so darn cute. Get you in. Let's go. It's go time, friends. I see. Swamp. I'm gonna put a Novice Occultist first. And what I was kind of thinking was we could use Fellstinger. I think they're gonna take that damage. Let's go. Let's go! Oh, yep. Okay. I could try to be extra greedy and then just put in Mayhem Devil and then Fellstinger. But I'm kind of worried that might be too greedy. And if we have Death Touch, that's usually a pretty solid deterrent. So I think I'm just going to put in Fellstinger. What does this do again? And they attack for each creature you control with power greater than that creature's base power. Put a +1/+1 counter. Okay. Seems very solid. I'll take it. I want to get the Fellstinger to make that happen. Yeah, no. To sacrifice that, bud. And... boop. Num num num. We're hurting ourselves a little bit here, but should be fine. No attack. I feel like I'm gonna discard this Arcane Signet. Hopefully it's not stupid, but we have 3 lands. First card is good. Seems solid. Fight Rigging's also very good. We still have this Ritual of Suit too, worst case. Nice. Okay. Let's put this in. Let's put in Mayhem Devil, I think. And then we won't attack. Once again, death touchy friends. Trying to keep us here in this game. I might do Shieldred next. Or actually the Starving dude is gonna trigger. Renata's very good. That's gonna trigger Fight Rigging. It's super good. Yep. Putting you in front. Boop. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do Shieldred now. I'll put in the Swamp or Fable Passage to get a mountain. Trying to ping for 1. Boop. A little bonk action there. Let's get what you call it, mountain. Let me do Shieldred. see what they get rid of. Yeah, Kandarian seems to make the most sense. Oop. No attack. Oop. Okay. Fun time. Ooh, that's super good. That's a sad time, actually. Oof, I don't know what we're doing now. They had the answer to that. Okay. Let's do braids. And let's do starving regent, just to have some level of a blocker. Let's actually keep Mesmeric Orb there. Yeah. No attack. I'm going to sack this regent. This card draw seems nice. Ooh, they actually did it. 1, 2. Okay. Ooh, sun type. Well, now this Mesmeric Orb seems scary. Oh my god. This is really bad. This ritual suit? No, feels bad. I am scared. Okay. Put you in. Put you in. Give them a lot of targets for that Kogla. Next. No attack. Enter. Let's sacrifice. They don't have any artifacts. Let's do this. Pew. Hopefully that doesn't feed too much into whatever's going on. Oh, Crux of Fate is huge. So as long as we can throw blocks in front of whatever horrifying thing they got, hopefully they can't recover too much. Okay. Okay. Woo! Yeah, we're gonna have... Good thing though, like, we already have Crux of Fate going for us, so... Okay. Hopefully they don't have anything else. Okay. So the smallest thing that will block, it's like the orb or black market. It's a tough decision, I think. Yeah. He's only tokens, right? Yeah, tokens. So let's block here. Nothing has trample, thankfully. Then we take 11. Woo! Spicy. Take action. Yep. Seems good. Oh my god. Oh god, that's so much. Okay. Let's do this. Destroy all non-dragons. Okay. Get you in. Whew. I might die here. Alright. Treasure. Done. Put you here. And... oh... goodness. What do I do? I think that's off. No attack. I'm definitely gonna die in my own black market. No! Bummer. I think if they had done it in the other order, that origin sequence would have been bigger. I don't think it matters too much at this point. Because again, probably gonna die in my own black market. Alright, well. Do we go out on our own terms? Let's go out on our own terms. Oh man. GG's. That commander, I think, is probably one of the strongest, right, from the set. I can't really think of another one, at least in Historic Brawl, that's stronger. I like this because we got card draw and ways that we can trigger our commander, so hopefully it'll just be fast enough. Because they are going first. Ooh, Breach is always fun. Again, going back to whether or not we can be fast enough. Very nice Druid. Yeah, so I'm thinking we do Crane Signet, and next turn we can get the Snow-Covered Mountain in, Zoyowa, and this buddy. Okay, that's good. I don't know if we need to deal with that right now. So let's start with Commander, Novice, and then we could always Snow-Covered Mountain, Infernal Grasp the Shalai. Relic of Legends, okay. That seems good. So, tough part is here, we don't have a ton to deal with all of the problems at the moment, but at least we can get rid of that Shalai. And then I'm going to Deadly Dispute this Novice Occultist. Actually, let's wait to do that. Yeah, we'll wait. Because we can do that on their turn. So I'll just put an instep here. A little instep tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We'll let that resolve, just in case. We might need our Novice here to help protect us. Oh, good. That's a nice thing to blink. I'm actually going to do this now because I'm concerned. Concerned for our safety. Mesmeric Orb was a good hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We actually could do Breach. And even if they Teft Road out, that's not going to save them. Resolve. Oh my gosh, what if we Breach and just hit their Atali or something? That would be the dream. This is why Breach is like one of my favorites. I'm going to remove that stop. Okay, so we are going to do Snow-Covered Swamp, Breach. Then again, if they Teft Road out, which they can't anyways, but they whiff. Not quite. Not my graveyard. Let's do Morbid. I was hoping for a little bit more, but could have been worse. Oh, now we get card draw. And that was a little feels bad if I'm being honest, but now we got Diabolic Intent, so that could be good for us. I think if they have the combat trick or something, I want to force that out now. Okay, they didn't. But they can recast it, and maybe that's what they're going for is the next trigger. That's what I'm assuming. But I'm okay taking that card draw, honestly. Oh, sweet. That is actually great. Now we can Callous Blood Mage, Diabolic Intent. Blind Obedience. I don't think that'll be the worst for us. It's not ideal, but I think we'll be okay. Nice. I think I can pay the taxes for stuff. Could just do that now. They're tapped out. Right? That's not indestructible, it's just hexproof. Yeah, it's not damaged. Pay the one. Draw a card. Okay. think they didn't have enough to recast their commander. So we'll start with Callous Blood Mage. Let's do this. Let's Diabolic Intent. Attacking you. And what do we get? A board wipe? I think I'm just gonna get my favorite. That seems fun. Mesmeric Orb. I can do that at instant speed, I think. How much do you cost? Okay, let's do that. See what we get. Done. Keep that there. Boop, 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 boop. Let's do this on red because we don't have a ton of red sources. I know I won't be able to cast my commander, but I think I'll be okay with that. And then I think I'm going to use a braid to deal 3 damage, or not 3 damage, Blarg. Destroy that artifact. If it forces out their protection spell. Okay. Yep. I'm fine with that. Sweet. So, go ahead and attack. Boop. And then end turn. Oh, shielded. Hopefully they don't have a board wipe. That would be fun to get going. At least that's what I think. Swords milled. That was very good for us. I just have to hope they don't have like the enchantment removal if I play shielded. Or flip shielded, I should say. Okay. Sus, is this farewell? Got 2 lands off the top at least. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Boop. We can surveil that. Keep Kaya's Ghost Form there. And then I'm going to put that on... Who does that make sense? I want to flip Shielded though. Let's put it on my commander. And then no attack. Put in hand. There we go. Okay. Stonks. Boop. Teleportation circle, that's fun. Alright. GG's, opponent. I thought that was an interesting take for that commander. It feels slow, even though I love Breach. I just worry that that's not going to do much for us. I feel a little bit better about this hand with between the Guild Sworn being Death Touch and then having other stuff going on. So hopefully we can get those shenanigans going. And I think I might start with the Guild Sworn Prowler. Just to get the ball rolling, because next turn we can drop the Arcane Signet and still cast this buddy here. Yeah, no? Narset's brutal, though. Like, what if they sword stick? That'd be a little funny. I might actually try my commander. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do this and Eye Collector next. Boop. Go bonk. Are they gonna spike? Is it Spike Field Hazard? The one that exiles it so I wouldn't get my card draw trigger. Be a sad time. You know what? I was also thinking too, if I want to get a trigger for the Brass Tunnler. Let's start with this. And I think I'm actually just going to put the Eye Collector back. There we go. Okay, so we hit a land drop. That's good. And we'll put in Mind Stone. And then now Zoyowa will trigger as well. I don't think they're going to block with that Monastery Mentor. Yeah, it's too much value. But the nice part is that'll feed into our Meat Hook Massacre, even if it's going to kill our own dude. And then, yeah, shenanigans, you know? So I think I actually have enough to do Malachor on my commander and then Meat Hook. And hopefully that resolves some issues. But we also have Shieldred. It's going to be a good bonk, but I'm going to take it because I think we can gain the life back later. Hopefully me not doing anything is not going to deal like 20 damage out of nowhere. Okay. That's funny. Okay. So I think game plan is this. If they want to counter that, they can. I'd rather them use their counter on that. Aha! Perfect. Resolve. The reason why I didn't want to attack right away is because if they did have something at like instant speed, then that way like these guys die and I don't get like at least the Meat Hook triggers. So let's go. Can we do 1, 2, 3? I think we can. They're tapped out. So yep, let's do that. Woo! So it does suck that we lost our commander, but we dealt with a very difficult problem and we drew some cards and triggered at least the Brass Tunnler. We just need one more counter on that friend too. And I'm hoping for Shieldred if the Narset hits the board. Yeah, so they're putting in Narset unprotected now, which means I can do this and destroy their, or make them sacrifice their commander. I also had Gravelighter as well, which probably would have been better so we could get the third counter on the Brass Tunnler, but oh well. If they do try to exile Shieldred, I'm going to Village Rites them. Okay. So leaving mana up. Let's chuck in that. We'll go ahead and try to attack. I'm going to leave mana open in case they're planning to exile Shieldred. Okay. Oop. So let's put in the commander. And exile that. Counter that. Yep. Okay. Take action. So I do want to trigger the Brass Tunnler, so I'm just gonna do that, draw a card, and now that the Mind Stone hits the graveyard, that'll put another counter on that. And we still have enough to Village Rite Shieldred if they try to exile them. Okay. Still leaves, I think, mana up for counter spells if that's their goal. Yeah, that's what I was anticipating there. So sack them. And that mana that they have could be Wash Away. I'm kind of tempted just to force it out, so I think that's what I'm going to do. 4, 5, 6, or let's use it red. We have more swampy things needed. Oop. So discover. So even if it does get countered, that still is going to trigger the discover. Bummer. Whiff. That's fine. That's the first time I actually triggered that, so I'm really curious how much value we're actually going to be getting. Okay, brainstormed. I'm anticipating my commander getting blown up too. Narset decks usually have quite a bit of removal and interaction, so. Faithless Looting. Goodbye, Commander. I guess that's an interesting rule as well, is like if you cast your commander, it doesn't include the commander text for the thing. It's still just gonna look at like 2 CMC things, but he's getting countered. Yep. Which again, if they're gonna counter anything, I'd rather it be a commander. Whiff. Gain of control. So, I will start by forcing out their counter here. And if they counter that, then we'll do the Gravelighter. Nope. Okay. I was expecting it to not resolve. Put you in. And... Gravelighter. We'll see if that resolves. I'll draw a card because a creature died. Ooh, Blood Artist. We'll see what actually resolves out of the 2. Okay. Boom. Drawing that card. Seok. Put this buddy in. Okay. That actually turned out pretty stonksy for us. It's really great. Faithless Looting. Am I gonna get the Farewell? Probably. Did they find it? They've drawn a lot of cards this game. I guess they wouldn't have enough to cast it this turn. Bye, friend. Okay. Seok. Valakut. Done. That's fun. Let's do Mesmeric Orb. Paint 1 and 2 for you. So curious what they want to counter. Yep. Okay. Now we can do this. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to use that. Ah! Auto tapper. It's gonna go through nothing. Oh, it actually hit something. Ooh, and perfect. It's actually the perfect sack fodder. Seok. Okay. Let's go to combat. We'll attack here. Boop. Make a treasure, because you're all treasures. And then we're gonna Diabolic Intent. Being diabolical. One, two, three, 4. Is there anything here that can help us win right now? I don't think so. Or maybe Braids actually can. Because if we cast Braids, and then this buddy, and they can't sacrifice a creature, that's 2, and then Meat Hook and Blood Artist triggers. Yeah, so we'll do that. So there, because they can't pay the 2, and then that triggers. Woo! G heckin' G's. Alright, friends, I hope you had fun watching. This deck was really fun. I did have a hard time, I think, when I went to initially record for this, because I was stuck in health queue playing against like a Sisei combo decks nonstop and all those kind of things. So it was rough. So I honestly took a break and then came back today and finished out the rest of the gameplay. But overall, I would say this deck does pretty well. It's just hard when it's, again, like Paradox Engine combos or extra turn combo kind of things. So with this, though, if you're interested in like a Descend commander, I think this one is actually pretty strong and can hang in there for the most part. The cards that I think stood out as like MVP for me, though, are things like Mesmeric Orb, because not only could that be a potential disruptor for like your opponents by milling away their interaction, but it also triggers your commander that could put additional pressure on them. I think with the Mesmeric Orb, it's good to make sure you implement like some level of like graveyard hate. So that's why I like Callous Blood Mage and a few other things in this deck that are good for just, you know, graveyard hate. But overall, it's a really good synergy card for your commander. This other card, Virtue of Persistence, I think is also really fun. Even though the interaction piece of it is at sorcery speed, it still can be pretty great because on the enchantment side here, being able to get back things that you potentially milled away with Mesmeric Orb can be super synergistic for you. And we have Taran's Journal, which is also a really fun one. Usually I don't like playing things that have like finality counters or anything that exiles my stuff if I'm in black, because I want to be able to get it back with like things like Virtue of Persistence and not have to worry about it being exiled if it dies. So this can be kind of a hit and miss, but honestly with this deck I still felt like the synergy was there, because even if you don't use the land side where you're putting those finality counters on things, we're at least doing stuff that sacrifices a creature and gets us, you know, our commander trigger. Or if we discard our hand, let's say it's like full of lands or something, then we're still getting like some sort of benefit out of this card. So I really like it. I think it's interesting. At first I was like meh on it, but you know, in Historic Brawl I've been enjoying it. But yeah, so that's the deck overall. Again, I hope you had fun watching. If there's any Ixalan commanders that you're interested in, hit me up, because I'm always curious if I missed something, because again, this was something I would have overlooked if I hadn't asked in the community tab and on Twitter what people's favorite commanders were or cards from the set. So hope you all have a great rest of your day.